There's a new AI code editor out there which is a direct competitor of Cursor and Windsurf, and in fact is better than Cursor in so many cases. I have been using this AI code editor for past few days and I'm actually really surprised by its performance, especially its capability of fixing some really complex bugs. I mean, it really outperforms Cursor in so many ways. The name of this amazing AI code editor is AIDE.dev, AIDE.dev. You can simply just come to this URL and then you can simply just download it on your computer. If you're using Windows, you can download it for Windows. If you're using Mac or even Linux, you can download it for Mac or Linux. All you need to do is simply just click on this download button and it will just download a file on your computer. Next thing that you can do, you can simply just browse this file inside your computer and then double click on this file, and it will just like by simply click on next, you can install this locally on your computer. After it is installed, you can simply just go to your search bar and look for AIDE on your computer and simply just click on this app. So this is how it will open on your computer. Next thing that you need to do, you need to simply just go to this top right button, click on there and then click on login button, and then you can simply just sign up using your GitHub account. And once you are signed in, you can come back to it and now you are signed in. Before you start testing this AI code editor, let me just walk you through some of the functionalities. First thing first, it is unlimited to use. Unlike Cursor, there is no limitation on its usage. If you go to your Cursor settings, and even if you are a pro user, there's a usage limit on Cursor. That means if I'm a developer and I'm using Cursor as my main AI code editor, and even if I have subscribed to Cursor's pro plan, there's a very high chance that I will exceed this Cursor usage quota. Once I have exceeded these credits, I have to now pay extra to Cursor to keep using all of the functionalities. On the other hand, in AIDE, once I upgrade to this pro plan, I can use it as much as I want. There is absolutely no limitation of usage in AIDE. Once you have subscribed to its pro plan, now you can use it as much as you want. You can use GPT's reasoning model and something like Qwen 2.5 and DeepSeek version 3, Gemini Flash, and like all of these AI models are like absolutely free to use. There is no usage limit on any of these models, so you can use all of these models as much as you can. Another really unique and important thing about AIDE.dev, which is really important for some of my projects, is actually privacy and security. This AI code editor has 0 server-side components, ensuring all of the processing is happening locally on your computer, which can be really important factor for some of your projects if you do not want to share any of the information or any of the source code of your project with any of these AI code editors out there. Alright, let's get back to our AI code editor and try to create a Next.js project and see how it works. So first thing that you need to do once you're logged in, you can simply just click on file and open folder and just choose a folder just like we do in Cursor. And the next thing that we can do is simply just create Next.js project. Just name it anything that you want. After that, I'll just open that folder, and next thing that you can do is simply just run a command. So in Cursor, there are like these layout management buttons are actually on top right. In here, it's these are on top left. So you can simply just click on these buttons, and this interface is very similar to VS Code because this is actually fork of VS Code. This is not a VS Code extension. That means it is installed natively on your computer. Next thing that you need to do, you need to simply just run this command to create an empty Next.js project. So so far so good. I mean, you can simply just use this terminal, and let me just name it empty Next.js pro. All right, then just choose next. All right, perfect. So it will just take a second to create an empty Next.js project. Alright, our project is created. I'll just open this folder as a root directory. I'll just run this project npm run dev and see if it has created an empty Next.js project without any issue. Perfect, our empty project has been created. Everything working fine so far. Let's just create some sort of like interface on this landing page. Maybe let's just create a basic landing page. Alright, let's use its agentic functionality and give it a command to create a landing page for our project. So create a landing page for my SaaS application. I have a financial management SaaS application. It's a monthly expense tracker. Please create a very detailed landing page with any required sub pages as well. All right, let's see what it creates. I'll simply just, okay, so you can actually use the chat option, or you can use edit option, or you can use agentic option. I'm just going with agentic option. And just remember, right now I'm actually on a free plan. I'm not on a pro plan, so I can use up to like 50 requests on this free plan, so you can use it like for free to create like some decent project actually. Okay, so far it's working fine. All right, it's creating like some nice code. All right, I mean, the most important thing is actually there is no limitation of use, so you can use it, you can exploit it as much as you want. Sorry, but yeah, I mean that's something that I'm always afraid in while using cursor, because while using cursor I'm just like on back of my mind that I cannot use it too much. It will just like its limitation will be exceeded, and it's all of these credits will be consumed, and I'll then like I have to like either pay for that or like wait or like maybe use windsurf or something like that. Windsurf has like usage limitation, so far so good. I mean it's creating good code, and it's I'm really liking its agentic functionality. It works just like cursor, even better than cursor. Awesome. Okay, so now it has created all of a welcoming header screen, a quick start guide with a number of steps. Perfect. Amazing. So all of this code, I mean this is really nice to know that I can now actually build something serious without worrying about any usage limitation. So you can see actually its agent is actually working for last almost I think more than a minute now, and it's just like creating all of these files and trying to make sure that it completes all of these steps in one go. It just keeps going on. I mean it's not stopping at all. I mean it's been more than 2 minutes I think now, and it is just creating all of these pages, because I actually mentioned that please create sub pages as well. All right, finally after a few minutes it has finished writing code. Let's just see what it has built. Let me just go back. Awesome. Okay, so it has created a learning center. All right, so if I just click on get started, amazing, getting started with financial management. Welcome to your journey towards better financial management. Let's get, okay, fine. All right, create your account, expense tracker, monthly reports, budget planning, smart alerts, best practices. Okay, fine. So it has like kind of created a complete kind of learning thing. Okay, there is an error. Okay, fine. So there's an error. I can just like copy paste that error and see why this error is happening. Let's see. Let me just copy this error as it is. I could just copy it from here as well. Let me just copy paste that and see how it responds to this error. I'm actually really impressed by the amount of code that it is writing with each command. So I mean that's really impressive, because most of the times cursor can actually get stuck in some of the tasks, some of the basic tasks actually. So but this code is actually like really I mean it's writing really nice code, so that's amazing. All right, so it's working now. So there's this page, then there is expense tracking, and then it has all of these pages here. There's monthly reports option, amazing, budget management. So with just one prompt it has just created this, which is like really fascinating. I'm really impressed, seriously. I mean with just one prompt it has like created this, all of these pages, and like created all of these sections, which is really amazing. It looks amazing. So yeah, as I told you in the beginning, this tool is really impressive. I mean it's a beast, literally. I mean it outperforms cursor in so many ways. It makes less errors, and it writes more clean code, and it's just like amazing. So do try this tool. I mean you can try this absolutely for free. There is no cost to try. You can actually give it 50 prompts, and with 50 prompts I believe you can create 5 to 10 projects very easily, because in one prompt it actually writes so much code that will cover if you define it properly. So within just one prompt it will try to make sure that it will like create all of those steps in one prompt, so which is like an amazing thing. So do try this tool, and I'm really impressed by that. And do let me know in comments what you think about if you compare this tool with windsurf or cursor. Do not forget to subscribe this YouTube channel. I see you next video. Bye bye.